What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Crypto Jebb says Cardano ADA could reach between $5 to $8 this cycle. Ouroboros is fantastic technology. Cardano is principally aligned with Bitcoin with its limited supply, network effect, and store of value. I'm very confident Cardano will get an ETF. Big shout out to Crypto Jebb. He has a very based YouTube channel. This was an upload today on his YouTube, and there's a lot to learn from Crypto Jebb. Fantastic view and philosophy when it comes to investing. So highly recommend you guys check out his channel. OKX Institutional via Cumberland, a top institutional investor liquidity provider, says Cardano ADA, XRP, XLM, and DOGE have taken center stage, the original blue chips. So while many self-proclaimed Bitcoin maxis or KOLs who will remain unnamed slam Cardano ADA and they say there's no institutional interest, we're literally hearing it from two institutional names, OKX Institutional and Cumberland, who according to their website, they provide deep liquidity to institutional investors. So don't mind if I do. It continues, Binance China says Cardano ADA ranks among top 5 trending cryptocurrencies for the second day in a row. And it's actually better than that. It looks like on their chart, it's actually the top 2, XRP and then ADA. Fantastic. Filecoin, Team Blue and Team Blue coming together. World's largest decentralized storage network partners with Blockfrost to integrate Filecoin on Cardano dApps built with Blockfrost, enhancing data backup redundancy, decentralization, and quality assurance, a new service tier for Blockfrost, combining IPFS with Filecoin. So kind of best of both worlds to provide a robust security layer, enhancing data storage and whatnot. So this is fantastic. Heard a lot of good things about Filecoin. Definitely a big name. And I think they're around number 41 on CoinGecko. So I think this is great to see them come together. Why not? This is fantastic. So everybody's been talking about Hydra. And I think the Doom Tournament is still running because they decided to extend it for 24 hours. So I got in there early. I played. I got 30, 40 frags in there. So should be good to go for December 8th. So if you still haven't played, you still actually have some time. 24 hours since 10 a.m. EST today. So I guess as of this video, probably still have maybe 11 hours, give or take. Charles says not bad for Cardano. And we see transactions per second, 134K. But it just continued to surge. Later in the afternoon today, Cardano ADA's Hydra Doom Tournament surpasses 500,000 global TPS, 500,000. But it didn't just stop there. When Input Output Global decided to extend the tournament, it continued to surge. And in the past hour or so, we saw it actually break through, set a new record, and surpass 1 million global transactions per second. So I wonder what the new FUD is going to be. Is it too fast? I was talking to Steak with pride and say, you know what, the new memes are going to be like the TPS speeding ticket. Oh, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. Charles Hoskinson in a Lambo, and they're writing a TPS ticket. So when we have deterministic transactions, they don't understand it. When we have super fast scaling solutions, they doubt it. So human's eye is never satisfied. So let's celebrate this. A fantastic win for us to celebrate 1 million global TPS. And I actually didn't realize how fun the old school Doom was. I kind of underestimated it personally. So when I launched it today, it kind of reminded me of Unreal Tournament. And I gotta say that this is a fantastic marketing idea because it incentivizes people to play, but also your eyes keep going to that TPS speedometer, if you will. And so it creates a lot of tension and attention. So this is fantastic. Crypto Jebb says XRP to $4 to $5. Now, I told you guys I sold 18% in my bag just to take profit from XRP that I bought back in 2020, over half a decade ago, basically. But I still have 80%, potentially a little bit more of my bag because there's still a lot of upside potential in this market. And let's have a glance at TradingView, Bitcoin dominance, XRP. So When I took those profits on XRP, about 18% of my bag, still have the majority of it. I haven't taken any ADA profits. It's down now to 2.56. We said in yesterday's video, it's not going to be linear the way up. So, is there more upside potential left for ADA? Absolutely. Is there more upside potential left for XRP? Absolutely. So what happens is when Bitcoin price sidelines, how we saw it go 95, 96, it didn't break 100K, came down to about 95, 96K. And as Bitcoin is going sideways, the rallying then moves to altcoins. So Bitcoin is kind of going sideways, the rallying in altcoins, and now altcoins have a new kind of invigorated price jump. But they're going to go higher from here. There might be these little dips, as we saw with XRP and ADA and many others. And so what I expect to happen is that we're probably going to see at one point towards the end of December, Bitcoin finally surge past 100K. And when it does, philosophically, a lot will change for society. They will pretty much see it as like the green light that crypto is legitimate. And when it breaks that 100K barrier, a lot changes. And we will see an influx of new liquidity pouring in. Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, was predicting that by Q4, the end of this year, we would see a $5 trillion market cap. So we've been in that 3 trillion range. So that would kind of more or less send us past 100K BTC, and we may see ADA climb towards that $2 mark even by the end of December. Runs can be fast and sudden, so never underestimate runs because things will be bearish for like years and then they just run. I mean, I've been holding XRP at like pennies, right? Like 15 cents, 20 cents, something like that for 4 to 5 years. And then finally we get this kind of 2017-esque pump. However, it's been noted that usually like 300, 350 days, more or less, after January, when the new president comes in, that's when XRP has its Giga Chad pump. That's when Cardano had its kind of September 2021 pump. So that final frontier, that final moment for altcoin season is still yet to be realized, in my opinion. And we're about to approach that first peak of Bitcoin, the first kind of 100K plus, whether you want to call that 130K, 120K, 140K. So there's still a lot of fuel left in the bull run. I would say we're about 2/3 into the bull run right now. Now it sounds like, what do you mean 2/3? Is it about to end? No. I think that Q1 is going to be super bullish, basically spring of 2025 up until fall of 2025. I don't really subscribe to this like super cycle 2026 narrative. I think the bear market will start in 2026, albeit the prices will be much higher. So perhaps Cardano by then, the new bear price is like $1.50, something like that. And I think that Cardano can easily surge past what Crypto Jebb was speculating, in the $5 to $8 range. I think that's definitely practical. He's being pragmatic. Sometimes people get upset why we don't see double-digit predictions, and I think, that falls in line with what we've been saying, the $5 to $7 as a baseline. So I think that Cardano can easily surge past that. These corrections were due in the market, and until we see Bitcoin surge past 100K, we're going to see projects kind of go sideways a little bit. I'm sure that XRP will climb back up to 2.6, 2.65, 2.7. Cardano also will rally back up to 1.3 and whatnot. And the rest of the projects are having their moments to shine. Right now, BNB, I know my brother was saying BNB has been rallying, and we see that it's just $4 billion away from Solana. So if BNB flips Solana as well, Solana guys are going to be cheesy and they're going to be salty. So, but we always have to remember, guys, respect the pump. I've been seeing a lot of people salty about the XRP pump, salty about the ADA pump, and it's just not a good mentality. We have to love thy neighbor, and we have to respect the pump that will circle back to our projects. And as we saw, Cardano's doing great. We still have remained above USDC with a $3.3 billion market cap delta. And so I know it sounds crazy, but I still think that Cardano will flip Dogecoin and, 1 or 2 ranks above it. I know it sounds a little altruistic and optimistic, but I think that Cardano can actually surpass 2 to 3 projects that are above it. So we'll wait and see. Why? Because guys, we're in the age of decentralization, compliance. There's a product market fit that XRP and Cardano have that's just untouchable by the others. The safe and secure chain. Liquid staking. Guys, some of my stuff I was unstaking. I'm like, bro, I gotta wait like 4 weeks for this. You know, when you unstake some vested tokens, you realize how good Cardano is. And I'll end the video with this is people sometimes look at, and shout out to DZ for highlighting this in Tap Tools. Sometimes people focus on DeFi TVL. Great. But the DeFi TVL on many trackers don't show the delegated wallets which are in the 1.3 plus million. It doesn't show that. And if you incorporate that, our DeFi TVL would actually be in the high top 3 levels. Just something to think about. So because we're not using these protocols to stake, people are just staking right in their wallet. Like it's just native liquid staking. So I think we're going to have a very bullish few months ahead for Cardano. I think December, January, February, March, maybe we see the first peak then. And then perhaps the final moment, the final crescendo is probably going to be that late summer, early fall type of situation. But let me know, guys, what has been your strategy? Have you been taking any profits? I've not been taking any profits except XRP. And then I had pennies on the dollar of some other projects, and I just merged them into Satoshis so that I can just really focus on XRP, ADA, and then my smaller holdings are Litecoin, Polkadot, and I've been waiting to unstake some Solana, stuff like that. But again, my big bags, the biggest is ADA, and then the second biggest one is XRP. I'm holding lots of Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin, I think, is just classic, and it's never a bad idea. And I like kind of the words of Alex Becker. He used to call it the DGen savings account, the DGen checking accounts, So at the end of the day, Bitcoin has proven itself. But the altcoins that excite me the most going to this cycle, without a doubt, Cardano and XRP. So guys, I'm very excited. I agree with Jebb that I think an ETF is around the corner. He didn't give an exact date, but in the video he said that we can expect to see it sometime. He's very confident about that. And he also highlighted one thing that really struck me. And I was like, wow, like his mindset's fantastic. He was also thinking about the psychology behind projects and the intentions behind projects. And he was saying that historically, when you think of the mindset of projects that launch with a good intent, and that's kind of a very vague word that I'm using, broad word, but Bitcoin, right, for the people, a store of value, governance for the people. When you make the initial tokenomics really good, when you have a good launch, when you have good network effect, when you have a passionate community, it will send it. And we've seen the strength of the Cardano community and the XRP army, which are second to none. The culture, the brand, the network effect, the staple brand, because people were coming and just going to be like, yeah. Retail's going to be coming in, yeah, Cardano. I like that. The name, the product market fit, it slaps. So I think we're ready. We are striking on all cylinders, and I'm very happy that you guys have been here with the ride for us when we were saying like, yo, like get some here, get some here, get some here, get some here. Like, because people are coming in now, and that's fine. There's still a lot more upside potential. But I don't like to chase green candles is all I'm saying, And that's one thing is that I would final note would be, it's sometimes you can be on the verge of breakout. Great. But I would say that you always want to never focus on a project, whether it's good or bad, just because of the price. We've seen how BitConnect was top 3, top 5, and it just plundered, We see many projects. So it's all about the fundamentals, and Cardano for me, like I said, I've been scooping up Cardano back in 2020, and then something in my gut feeling was just like buy in 2023. So those were my buys, and then my last buy was in July of 2024 at 0.369. Since then, we've just been hodling, staking, and reporting on the news. So let me know, guys, what's your strategy? Everybody can have a different strategy, and I always keep it 100 with you guys. The disclosure, that's part of the reason why I made Angry Crypto, was because I wanted to be forthcoming on my disclosure. I don't want to ever tell you guys we're pumping and I'm selling in the background and I'm not actually telling you guys. So I will always keep it 100% with you guys. What I'm doing with the Cardano, what I'm doing with the XRP, what I'm doing with the Bitcoin, so that we can keep that disclosure, because trust is very important. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. Let me see some price predictions in the chat. If you made it this far, USDC, these nuts, USDT, these nuts, USDM, these nuts, USDA, these nuts, SUSD, these nuts, USDS, these nuts, Hydra, these nuts, Doom, these nuts, so on and so forth. I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.